Hi guys, this is gonna be my next bump date because you guys keep bugging me to do another one, and I guess I probably should kind of keep up with this before this pregnancy's over. We're gonna have weeks 10 through 17. I'm 17 and a half right now. So the last that I finished off was week 9. Just a little recap so I can continue on. The beginning of my pregnancy sucked. It was like normal pregnancy symptoms of nauseous, tired, times like 2 or 3 or 4. We'll see. I threw up like every single day, nonstop. I lost 15 pounds in the first 2 months. Like it was not the fun. It was not the funnest. So coming out of what I told you last time, week 9, the throwing up had stopped and it just kind of turned into nausea. So weeks 10 and 11 were very nauseous. I think I only threw up like 3 more times. Sorry if that's TMI. This is like a pregnancy thing. That's TMI stuff. But I only like got sick 2 or 3 more times, which was awesome. And then the rest of the time I was just nauseous. And then by week 12, maybe I'm nauseous once every 2 or 3 weeks, so it's not really bad. Weeks 10 through like 13 or 14 for me were just pretty chill, which was nice. Just nauseous, tired. That still hasn't gone away. And yeah, everything's pretty good. Like it was kind of the symptomless couple weeks where you're like, am I still pregnant? Is this still a real thing? Am I dreaming this whole thing? I think I took like an extra pregnancy test, like literally at like 10 weeks, and I'm like, nope, still positive. Like I'm still good. I don't know why. Obviously, like I was going to the doctors, I was getting ultrasounds, I was still pregnant. I just needed to make sure. So that was that. Those were a nice couple weeks. In that time though, probably about week 13, came like really bad pregnancy insomnia, like probably from weeks 12, 13, I think it started around there, 13, 14, 15, I think I probably stopped around 15 to 16 weeks, up every single night, no matter what, no matter if I took Unisom or like anything, no tea helped, nothing. From like 1 to 5, I was up every night and I could not go back to sleep. So that sucked, but that did eventually stop about like a week ago, which kind of sucks, but I don't know if it's that it really stopped or if I've just been so busy lately that I'm a lot more tired. And I did finally just get excuse me, the burping has been horrific. I'm thirsty. I did recently get a pregnancy bellow that helped so much. My stomach is kind of already at the point where if I lay on one side, it pulls. Like if I'm laying on this side of my stomach falls and like pulls the skin. So it was getting really uncomfortable to sleep, on top of like I'm already adjusting my weight the way that I walk. So my feet have been hurting a lot really bad, like my heels, because I have to like adjust the pressure. Or wait, do I have to move forward? I don't know. It's confusing to explain, but I'm kind of already getting the aches and pains. See, like the last couple weeks haven't been that exciting. It's just kind of why I've been putting off filming a video, but I guess a lot of things have happened. As far as like pregnancy symptoms, pretty much all the bad stuff went away. At this point, I'm just kind of uncomfortable. I do have, I had pretty bad heartburn, probably about weeks 13 and 14, that went away. It hasn't been too bad. I have been consistently exhausted, really tired. I have noticed probably in the last like 2 weeks or so, a big drain in energy. I feel like, I don't know how to explain it. Like before, I could like go, take a breather, go, take a breather. And now it's like I have 3 go-go-goes and I have to really be conscious of how I'm spreading those out through my day. Because as soon as I do so much, it could be like noon and I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like I'm couched, I'm done for the day. I physically can't do anymore. I don't have it, which is not normal for me, I guess. I mean, I'm a normal kind of lazy girl, but I could usually like nap and recharge or something, or eventually it would like come back, but I don't. I have like this much energy and you have to figure out how to spend it. I do kind of feel bad for Onyx because I am getting like a lot more tired, and I don't want to use the word lazy, but I feel lazy. But I mean, I'm literally creating 2 babies at once, and I thought I was tired before with him. It's a whole different kind of tired. Like every night by 9 o'clock, I'm done. Like I am in bed asleep. There's no like nothing to it. There's really nothing that will keep me awake past that time. I physically can't stay awake that long, and I'm like finding myself sleeping in as late as I physically can. Like sleep to me right now is more important than money, housing, almost more important than my family. Like it's high up there. As far as like events go, week 13 or 14, I had my glucose test and I failed. My doctor started me off on the 3-hour test because I guess with twins it's already incredibly high risk, or higher chance of having gestational diabetes is what I was told. And I'm already high risk for a couple other things, and I don't know, because I had preeclampsia with Onyx. I didn't have gestational diabetes with him, but she was like, oh, because of this, this, and this, let's just start you off on a 3-hour test. And I did fail, so I do have gestational diabetes, which has been a whole new thing for me anyways. So you have to eat low carb, high protein, which is literally the opposite of what I've been eating since I got pregnant, because I was so sick and like everything. And then when you do feel better, like I didn't want to eat everything that I had tried to eat and throw up all the time. I lived on mini bagels and cream cheese. Like that was the extent of my meals throughout the day. I would just breakfast, lunch, and dinner, a mini bagel with cream cheese nonstop. But my doctor swears that the gestational diabetes is from the extra hormone, the 2 placentas, and not because I was eating it like an asshole in the beginning of my pregnancy. So I guess I won't feel too guilty about that. As far as the gestational diabetes has been going, it's going. So when I got tested, if you don't know much about gestational diabetes, I don't either. So I think I'm right with what I'm saying, and I think that I'm understanding what the very little that my doctor has been telling me, because she's kind of pretty much just like, okay, here, just go do this. And I'm like, well, why? And then she doesn't really give me the why. So I've just been I joined 1 or 2 gestational diabetes groups on Facebook, and then I'm just kind of watching them and seeing kind of what they do. And I've watched a couple videos on here, but there aren't that many. But I have to check, what am I checking? My glucose or my insulin level or something? See, I don't even know. But I prick my finger and test my blood, and I know what kind of range it's supposed to be in, but I test it as soon as I wake up in the morning, so when I'm fasting, and then after breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I had a really hard time with this in the beginning, because when I did my 3-hour test, I was only like 2 points off, which was really frustrating to me. And after that, like I started from that day on, obviously checking 4 times a day, and not one of my numbers was high. And I'm like, okay, maybe you just caught me at a really awkward time. Like if I was only off by 2 and I've been totally fine since then, maybe I don't have this. And it was just kind of getting annoying because I was eating the way that I was told. And I wanted like cheeseburgers and Taco Bell, but I'm like, okay, no, I have to eat this way. And then, I don't know, taking the time to prick your finger 1 hour after every, like remembering, okay, I ate at this time, have to do it this time. And then like if you forget one, or if I forgot one, I'd be so mad at myself, because I have to like report to my doctor every single time that I do it, what my numbers are all throughout the day every week. And I don't know, I have to like admit, like, yeah, I forgot 7 times this week, sorry, here you go. But anyways, I was kind of frustrated, but then I kind of ate what I like to call like an asshole again a couple times. And I would notice when I would like carb out the night before, like the other day, I, for some reason, really wanted salt and pepper chips, and I ate like a quarter of the bag with grapes. Like that was my dinner. And the next morning, my fasting number was high. And then a couple days ago we had a barbecue and I ate a lot of like chips, hot dogs with bread, all that kind of stuff. And the next morning my fasting numbers were high and I'm like, okay, maybe because I was eating like I was supposed to, my numbers looked good. And the way that the gestational diabetes works, I could be this much diabetic right now, but as the pregnancy continues, more and more hormone and all that kind of stuff happens, it could get really bad. And it could, like my doctor keeps telling me, which I don't like this word, so I'm like, stop using it, but it could very much lead to stillbirth. That's what happens. So I'm like, okay, I'll eat right, I'll do what I'm supposed to. I gotta keep the kids alive in there because now I'm excited about them. Yes, I did say now I'm excited about them. But anyways, so that happened. I'm having kind of, I guess maybe a hard time adjusting to eating as much. You have to eat like 6 times a day, a lot of snacks, meals. I'm not used to that. And then I'm not a big protein eater, I guess. I don't really eat meat, not that it's like, I'm not eating vegan right now or anything, but I've just never been one that's really big on meat. And then I'm trying to find protein in other things, but honestly, I just haven't done enough research, I guess, as to what all has protein in it. And I don't really have the energy to like cook food. So I'm like, okay, what's high in protein? Not a snack, but a meal, because I've already had my 3 snacks for the day and that I don't really have to cook. So I don't know. On top of that, we did like just move and I had to like pack up and unpack everything on my own because my husband works 12 hours a day. So anyways, that's just been a fun thing in itself. But as of right now, everything's still pretty good. As long as I eat right, I can see that it's still good. So it's not a concern as of yet. What else? We found out that we are having 2 twin boys. A question that I got asked, I did ask you guys if you wanted to know anything in particular regarding the twins right now. I got a lot of questions if they're identical. I didn't know any of this, so I don't expect you guys to. But as far as twins go, I'm winded. That's also a thing. I get really tired and really winded really fast. Whereas with Onyx, that happened like later in the pregnancy. But I mean, I can feel I have a baby pretty up high all the time already, so my lungs were probably squished. But anyways, if they are identical. So someone said once, like, I hope you have a boy and a girl and they're identical. That's impossible. Just so you know, like, I didn't know any of this either. But if they're identical twins, they would be the same sex. But that'd be cool, right? So they have to be the same sex if they're identical. They are the same sex, but I have 2 sacs and 2 placentas, which is the safest sort of twin pregnancy to have. But the probability of them being identical then is very, very slim. Usually if they are 2 sacs, 2 placentas, that means that I drop 2 eggs at once. They could have been 1 egg and split really early, but the probability of that happening, I guess, is very, very small. So they could be they could be identical twins, but probably not. Probably just siblings who are gonna share a birthday and want to be born at the same time. I'm tired. It's the end of the day. What else do you guys ask? Oh, if they ran in our family, not that I knew of. I guess maybe somewhere like far, far up on my dad's side, someone had twins. Just so you know, another FAQ that I didn't know. Twins only is determined on the mom, not the dad. He doesn't have any twins in his family, no, but also that doesn't matter because it wouldn't have affected me at all. It just depends on what I produce. What else? We do have names picked out. I don't think that we are like announcing them yet. We've told close family. But I might want to like wait until they're born, which is kind of exciting. Like with Onyx, I wanted everyone to know everything right away, and I was so excited to announce things. And now I'm not sure. Here's another one of your questions. I'm not sure if this is going to be our last pregnancy or not, so I kind of want to wait and make it all a little extra special. Do I want more kids? I have no idea. The thought, because I'm gonna have 3 under 2 now, which sounds really overwhelming, and we never once thought that twins would be an option. Like, I didn't think that that would happen. I didn't like it. Literally never crossed my mind once in my entire life that I would have twins. I think kind of the same for him. And now that we know that that's a possibility, right now twins still seem incredibly like overwhelming. I know eventually that'll just be our new normal, and it's like, yeah, we have twins. What's wrong with 2 more? Like, as of right now, we're both kind of like, I guess you could say almost scared of the thought of another set of twins. If we do have more kids, it will be a while down the road. I was really considering getting my tubes tied during my I will have another C-section with these kids. But I was thinking about just getting my tubes tied at the same time. And I think I've come to the decision that maybe I'm too young, and I will be 25 this year, December of this year. And my husband is 28. So we are still kind of young, and maybe in 3 or 4 years or whatever, we'll decide we want more then. Who knows? I don't, so I'm not gonna do that, but I was kind of really planning on it, and now I think I've decided maybe we'll try for a girl. I did really, really want a girl. I was really hoping, because there is, as far as like probabilities of the sexes of twins, we have a 50% chance of it being a boy and a girl, and I was like, please. But it's not. We have 2 boys, which is still okay. Obviously, I'm already a boy mom, so it's okay. But I do really want a girl, so we'll see. But that could also mean 2 more babies at once, so we'll just kind of see what happens. Let's see. I guess kind of on how I feel about the twins. I'm gonna be pretty blunt and honest about it, so don't be judgy, because these are my honest feelings. And if y'all want to know more about me, I'm gonna have to tell you about them, because I've explained my feelings with a few people, and I've gotten really negative feedback. Oh well, this is me and this is how I feel. When I found out it was twins, I went into like super stress mode, and I wouldn't say like I was depressed. It's not what I wanted, not what I thought I want. Not really that this pregnancy was planned. This was genuinely a one-time shot at, you know, what if we just tried one time? And our thought process was, and the only reason that like after months of thinking about it, we tried one time, was because we wanted someone for Onyx to play with, like someone for him to kind of grow up with around the same time. We kind of wanted them close together, far apart. Obviously, they're about 18 months. I think they'll be 17 or 18 months apart, but close in age. And now it's 2, and I kind of struggled anyways with the thought of, do I want to have a baby so soon? Because obviously, like, I stay home with Onyx 24/7. He and I are each other's life. Like, we are nonstop around each other. I think maybe in total I've spent 5 hours away from him his entire life. Okay, maybe like 15, but I don't not be around him, and it is just him and I a lot of the time. My husband works very long days, 5 days a week. So the thought of like taking time away from him before he's old enough to realize like, hey, this is your brother. You're gonna love him someday, but mom needs to pay attention to him, because he's only gonna be 1 when these babies are born. So I feel like, I don't know, I'm just kind of worried about that being a problem. But obviously they're gonna be like siblings and excited, and eventually it's gonna be normal and easy. But of course I have those worries. But then it was 2 babies, and I'm like, shit. I wanted to just, you know, here's Onyx's time and take this much for a baby, and I'm like, okay, I think I can figure that out. But now that it's twins, like, it's gonna be split up 3 ways, and now he's gonna be getting less time, and I had a really hard time dealing with that, like, thought of, okay, now I'm not gonna be around even more for Onyx. And then, like, not a lot, but twin pregnancies could go wrong, and I am deemed high risk for a lot of different reasons already. If for some reason these babies come out early and have like NICU time, I'm like, okay, that's not what I wanted to sign up for. Like, that's not what I wanted to deal with. I wanted an easy pregnancy, an easy birth. We come home. I don't want to have to think about whether or not I'm gonna have to leave Onyx with someone else and be with these other babies, like taking more time away from him. Let's add in like hormones on top of I'm a clingy ass mom. These are normal feelings that I think I kind of needed to work through. And twins just seem really overwhelming. Like, again, with Onyx, it was so easy. Like, it was him and I don't work. I'm lucky. I mean, I do Beachbody, but other than that, like, I don't have to go to work kind of thing. My life is my kid and my husband, but it is my kid. And we had like such a beautiful first year of just napping together and cuddles, and whatever he needed, I could sense it kind of thing, in this huge, I don't know, thing. And I'm like, okay, maybe I can fit one more kid in there and still have this with him and be able to have that with another baby. And I worry that I'm gonna have 2 babies and that's gonna take from Onyx, but also like if there's 2 babies at once, how am I gonna feel that with 2? Like, what if I like one more than the other? Like, and I just kept thinking, like, I didn't sign up for this. I didn't want this. Now it's a little different of a story, and I like my babies even though they're not here yet. I have an itch. I'm not crying. Things have gotten better now in my mind. I joined like twin mommy Facebook groups. I've been watching twin mom videos and stuff. It's gonna be overwhelming in the beginning. It's just eventually gonna be the new normal. No, it's not what I signed up for in particular, but hey, I get to knock out 3 kids and 2 pregnancies, and I get to experience the twin thing, like the twin bond. I think that's gonna be really cool to literally experience from day one, because I don't think I've really ever seen twins that hate each other as they get older, other than like on TV. Like, I don't know, it'll kind of be cool, I guess, in my mind to literally create the bond that they could have, you know, when some twins are really close throughout their life. And like my original wanting for another baby, they're gonna be close to Onyx, and they're all 3 gonna be pretty close. Like, he's only gonna be 18 months older. By the time they're like 5 and 6, like they're all gonna be the same age group. Like, that's gonna be really exciting for them, and I'm sure for us. And I still kind of have the mindset of babies, and I kind of had to like think about the fact that they're gonna get older someday. Like, even with Onyx, I kind of forget that he's getting older and gonna not be like, he's not my baby anymore, as sad as that is. I have a toddler and things are different, and I have to like remember that, yeah, I'm gonna have 2 infant babies, but eventually I'm gonna have 3, 5, and 6-year-olds that are just running around. Like, it's gonna be fun eventually. Like, it's not just gonna be constant feeding, changing, trying to get them to sleep, staying up all night. Like, I had to really take some time to realize that, like, okay, by like, well, for Onyx, like 11 months, he was sleeping through the night. Like, I can let him be alone for 5 seconds while I pee and not worry that the house is like, I don't know, that he's gonna suffocate or something. You know, like, it's not as hands-on the whole time. And I'm like, okay, wait, this is gonna be fine. We're gonna do it. I'm excited for 2 kids. They're my kids. So it's gonna be exciting. And I'm just gonna be a super freaking boy mom, I guess, forever. But yeah, that's kind of been my pregnancy so far. That's kind of my update for right now. I feel like I'm getting really big really fast, which I guess is expected because it's twins and not 1 baby. I'm having a hard time, I guess, mentally, 'cause I'm sure you guys know. I was on like a weight loss journey before this. I haven't gained any weight yet, which I guess is good, except for like 1 or 2 pounds. But my body is like, I had lost my tone in my arms. My everything else is getting big, and I feel like I don't really have like the drive to work out right now. I have told myself though, starting Monday, I am gonna start a program that's only 4 days a week on Beachbody. That's mostly like lifting, cause that's less cardio, but a little bit of cardio, and just get back in the routine of taking care of myself. That was kind of my favorite part of working out, is that it was kind of more than working out. I would make it a point before I worked out, I'd get up early so that I can listen to a podcast or read a book, and like a self-help book. And I was paying attention to what I was eating and putting in my body a lot more. Even with the gestational diabetes, I'm still just kind of like high in protein, I'll take it. low carb, okay, I'll take it. Whereas before, like when it was, I guess, weight loss related, I had a lot more emotion. I don't know what I'm looking for, but it was different. Like I just need to find that whole working on me part again. And then maybe I'll even get a little bit more energy then. And I have to carry around 3 kids at once now, so I need to work on my muscle strength anyways. But I am having kind of a hard time with that, and my stomach's getting pretty big, pretty fast. My boobs are getting pretty big, pretty fast. Oh, those are symptoms. Okay, I'm gonna talk about my body. So like, if you're like related to me, don't watch this part. But for like the last 2 weeks, I don't hear a lot of people talking about this as far as pregnancy symptoms go. My nipples are so hot, like to the touch where I'm like, it burns if you touch them with your skin. My boobs did kind of wait until like 3 weeks ago to actually like, they're getting bigger. They're doing the whole pregnant thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But anyways, that's pretty much it. That was weeks 10 through 17. That's kind of where I'm at right now. We're gonna have a baby shower August 25th. That was another question. So no, I don't have anything set up for them yet. They're gonna share a room with us. Onyx slept in our room until he was like 5 months old. I think the twins, in my mind, I'm not gonna move them to share a room with Onyx or their own room if by then we have a 3-bedroom place, until they're sleeping through the night, which for Onyx was 11 months. So, but if he's already sleeping, if they share a room and he's already sleeping through the night, I don't want to have babies in there that'll wake him up. So they'll share a room with us. I think that was all the questions you guys asked. I should have like written it down or something. I think that's it. Okay, this is my update. I'm done talking now. Have a good night.